just got back. Would you like to see? This is home. Ah, there's no place like home. What a time I just had. Well, I just might as well just lay down and tell you all about it. See, now I have this nice shelter over here. I need some more poles. I have an idea of where to get more poles. I always have to sit down gingerly. This is a pomelo skin. Pomelo. Makes a good pillow. It's very soft. Oh, let's just lay down here and get comfy. Take off these shoes. I just went for a very long walk. I mean, it wasn't probably long for other people, but for me it was very long. I have a bunion, which has never been a problem really, but it's become a problem. Sticks out and it rubs in my shoe. Isn't this a lovely spot? I tell you, no place like home. It's so beautiful. There's the water behind me, and there's all these beautiful banana plants and banana leaves. I just love it here. It's so pretty. I'm at Daniel's wife's home in Vietnam, where she grew up since she was 5. It's very interesting, and I'm learning so much about her just by exploring the environment. I just got back from a long walk. I went down the road. The other day I went the other way. So at 5 or 4:30, there starts with this, I don't know if it's propaganda stuff, but it's this very loud news. And a little bit of music, but mostly news. I guess it starts with music. And then it turns to news. Probably to wake everybody up. But I'm back at 7:20. And the world is in full swing out there. It's been in full swing since about 5. I discovered many things. There were people with their motorbikes selling vegetables on their motorbikes. Had a loudspeaker along with them that would explain or whatever, it would let people know who's coming. 2 motorbikes that had raw chicken, all just the meat, skinned and everything. It's probably easier than plucking it. And then there was the boats in the river. This is the Mekong Delta. There's a lot of waterways everywhere. And this kind of a boat here, is that the boat? Can you see it? Let me see where it is. That blue, that's the boat. It's called a sampan, I think. It's a low, flat boat. Anyway, there's these huge boats, which are also, the shape of the houses. They're narrow and very long, and square box, like a rectangular box. And out the front, there's a big porch, and it's full of all the vegetables and foods that people sell. Not a lot of packaged food here, but a lot of fresh food. And on the top, they had water containers and gasoline containers. And at the back, in the back, I could see bags of rice. So it was very interesting to see. Anyway, I watched about 3 of them. And then there was a man who was bringing in his nets. And the nets were long tubes with square framing in them. So every foot or 2, there was a square frame, maybe every foot, a square metal frame, I guess. And it was all netting, a long tube of netting. So he was taking it and was shaking it so that whatever was in it fell down. And then he would, when he got to the very bottom, it comes to a point and you can untie that. And so he had this, what I would have thought is a kerosene, a big rectangular pail on its side with a flap cut into it so you could open it. And so he would open the flap and he would open the bottom of the rope of the tube, and he would shake in whatever it was. I don't know if they were clams. It could have been anything. Yesterday I was walking and there was a big pan of what looked like they were about this long and they were black. And they had lots of legs. And maybe they were crabs, crawly crabs or something. Anyway, they were for sale along the road. Everybody has a little table or something they could put out at the road and put their food on it. Whatever they harvested that day can sit at the road, and everybody, it's all gone by evening or soon. They don't put it out in the heat of the day, I think. I don't know. And let's see. Oh, then the fascinating thing, there was a fish market of some sort. Had big, huge orange bins of fish in water with big, huge chunks of ice, big blocks, like, a foot by 8 inches tube. Maybe they were longer than a foot. And they were hollow, so the man could stick his arm into the ice and chunk and pull it out. And so they would take these and I don't know at what point this was. This might have been at the end. But so at the beginning, what they do is they have a big basket of fish, and there's 3 women sitting on the floor or squatting at the floor, or maybe they have little chairs that are this tall. And they're taking a knife and they're scraping the scales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flip it over. 1, 2, 3. And then they go. Another lady, she maybe it was first, I don't know the order. So another lady is sitting there and she's taking the fish and she's cutting into this part, and she doesn't take the head off. They don't take the heads off. Cutting into it and then removing something, some little round thing. So she had a pile of these orange round things. And then the fish would get scraped. And then there was another lady who had a basket. There was a big bin, and she would take out a basket full of fish. Like, these are plastic laundry baskets with holes all the way around them. That's the greater coal. Isn't that a lovely sound? It's a bird. Anyway, so the other lady would take the basket of these and she would put it in the water and shake. And then it would come out and go somewhere else into another vat. And then across the road, yeah, that's right. So the guy drives all these finished fish across the road. And across the road, there's these long woven mats of bamboo that are up about 4 feet off the ground. And they just go forever. Well, not forever, but... And then there's baskets of the fish. All the fish that she shook out stay in those baskets, that's right. And they're piled into the back of a motorbike, and it goes across the road. And they're all set on these, side by side, well, about 2 feet between each of them, all along the table. And then there's a lady that's taking them out of the baskets and lining them up. Perfect lines of these fish. First, she's got gloves on and she stands the upper fin up. She pulls the upper fin up and she does something to the face. Maybe she opens the gill or something. And then she presses it down into the table. And she's got the next one is right beside it, and they're in perfect lines and there's no space wasted. And it was like 6:30 in the morning, and all these women were out there doing the fish. I guess they're going to dry in the sun now. Maybe I'll go back later and see what's happened to them. That would be interesting. Boy, my bunion hurts. Anyway, those are cool things that I saw. And then I walked alongside. Oh, there was a pile of wood. It looks like they were burning pieces of wood that I would have liked to take. They had been burned. And there was this bark, the bark which was all, and the inner bark looked like cedar bark, only it was beautiful bark. And I wanted to see if I could take some and weave with it. I don't know what kind of bark it is, or any such thing as that. But there were two kinds of wood. I think that's mahogany. Mahogany is a common tree here, but I don't see any trees here anywhere except for fruit trees like coconut and banana plants. Aren't these banana plants beautiful? Aren't they just, look at those leaves. Look at how big they are. You know, like you could just lay one over the top here and you could be completely covered. I think that would be nice. I wonder if I could have a leaf. One that's not all broken. I think they break as the wind flops them up and down. They all become broken apart. So there was this other place. The next place was a grove of banana plants. These are called plants. So each plant has exactly one bunch of bananas. And when the bananas are off, then the plant is finished, and then you cut the plant down. And meanwhile, all these other plants grow up underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's bananas on that one and bananas on this one. So these two would be cut down soon enough. And then that one will be next. Those two will have bananas next season, whenever the season is. And then that and that will come along, and there'll be more coming up underneath. It's fascinating how banana plants work. They make their own little grove, just like bamboo does. And what else did I see? So in this banana grove, it was right alongside the road, and there are all these dead banana leaves that hang on them. I've taken them off of these because on account of needing to make my beautiful little shelter here. Isn't this the best? That extension over at the end was to keep the morning sun from shining in. And this here, over the hammock, this is to keep the afternoon sun from shining on me. Oh, it's only 7:30. No, yeah, 7:30. All the work in the world is being done. There's another man out there that had fish. He had a whole bunch of fish, and he was picking them out. Good morning. She says this hut is so cool, and her husband says it's the ideal hut. And it's right over the pathway, so whenever they go anywhere, they have to come walking through. It's quite like a house in here now. You know, I've got hung up my hat. I've got my laundry over there. I've got a big pot of water for washing up or washing laundry or whatever I want to do. Still have to go to the house for fresh water. I mean, drinking water. I've got a table so Daniel can play his Dota. I've been working on my videos on the laptop over there too. Only a tiny bit, not much. This is a great house. And then this upside down urn and one over there. This one holds my whatever while I'm in the hammock, and that one holds the water. There's a couple more urns up there. Don't know if we need to have any more. I may extend this a little farther, but I run out of materials for roofing, and we're kind of getting low on bamboo. We don't want to make such a dent in the bamboo that it's not shady, but I think it's probably okay. I think there's a lot of bamboo there. Anyway, Oh yeah, so the banana plants. So I saw these banana plants along the road, and of course I thought I'd like to get some. I don't know if that would be okay. I have to ask somebody. See, the thing about asking somebody is I have to do I say it in English on Google Translate. It gives me the Vietnamese, hopefully it's right. I say it to the person. Of course, they answer quickly, but I don't have my thing open yet to see what it is. If I wrote it down in a book, that's right, if I wrote it down first and then read it off of my journal, then I can have my thing open for when they answer, and then I can translate what they said. That arm is certainly big. Actually, that's a big muscle. That's what that is. Ta-da, da-da. No, it's not. It's just my shoulder. The neighbor lady over there talks to these guys over here across the channel. What else did I see? I saw a Buddhist pagoda, I guess. Oh, and I was looking at these buildings. They had a building whose roof comes down, the corner edge of the roof comes down, and then it flips up. I was looking at that, trying to figure out how they do it, and then I realized that I bet they just bend the tip of the metal at the end. Kind of interesting. It's chicken time here. Boy, it was loud at 5 o'clock. There was the sound of the music and the daily news or propaganda or whatever it is from the Vietnamese government. I don't know if it was just a news station or what it was. I really have I have no legs to stand on here. I have no idea what it was. Oh. There were some birds, but I couldn't hear the birds over the noise of the loudspeaker. I thought it was coming from the neighbor's house, but it wasn't. It's coming from across the river and down there. I guess in that village, I did find a village. Oh, and the bridges go up and across the river like that. Kind of an interesting way to make a bridge, you know? Instead of, like, I want to make a boardwalk from my deck to the other side of the valley. My dream. I suppose I'll do it. I had this dream of going to Vietnam since I was 20. I've always been curious. I've been curious about the tunnels where the Viet Cong would come up and they would set their traps and catch the Americans. The Vietnamese did not want them here. They did not want the war. They wanted them to go away. They didn't care if they were part of North Vietnam. They didn't care if they were communist. They just did not. It was the Americans' war. Oh, look, it's a Dan. What you been doing? Fishing?
Yeah.
Or did you get some oi?
One oi.
One oi. I like the bumpy things. He gave me one last night. That was good. Can I have an oi?
No, you gotta wash it first.
Okay. Oh, they're fish. Did you fish? Let me see them again. I'm going to show them the video. Did you catch them? How'd you catch them?
Net and boat.
And is he out there still with the boat?
No, he's getting some oi.
Oh, good.
So put the net in the water with some bamboo, and then we float it around in the boat and smack the water with sticks to make the fish run.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we
smack the water with a stick to make the fish run?
The net, and we got a bunch of fishes.
Wow, so you don't have to use a hook.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's so different here. Everything's fascinating. Oi! Good morning. Oh, oi. And a squealing with delight at the fish. Every day they harvest things and put them at the road, and they harvest things and eat them. It's a very simple life. It's very nice. It's the life of a farmer. It's not as complicated. I don't know if it's complicated or not. I only know what I've seen in 2 days or 3 days. I don't know what day we got here. I don't know what day it is today. And it doesn't really matter because the day at home is the day before than the day here. So if it's Saturday here, it's Friday there. And we had Sunday a while ago, so it can't be Monday anymore. Maybe it's Tuesday. I think I leave on, let's see, next Tuesday I fly. Next Monday I take a night bus with them. They're all going, like Daniel and Anna. That's Monday. And so Sunday we take a taxi. No, wait. Sunday we take a taxi and the night bus. Monday I fly from Ho Chi Minh City to Bali. And Tuesday morning, just after midnight, it'll be 1:30 a.m. or 1 a.m., I take the flight back to Canada, which will be like 36 hours long. I go through Seoul, Korea this time. I hope I can look out the window. If it's 1:30 a.m., I would like to sit by the window. Maybe I can. And see the lights of Korea and Japan. And, you might not actually be there on the ground, but your physical place that you actually are is up in the air above them. And if you could see them, then you're there. You're understanding it or you're learning about it. I like flying, if you could see down. I flew across Canada a few times, and I've always been fascinated. I saw the flat farms, and I saw the mountains. Whenever you fly somewhere, although you don't land everywhere you are, you see a lot from the sky, right? You can figure it all out. My dress is on side 3. Side 1 is the front, side 2 is the back, side 3 is the inside front, and side 4 is the inside back. I thought I would give my dress a whole workout. Nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. It doesn't matter. People keep telling me I am so beautiful. Imagine that. Me. Ah. They hair up. They say, oh, your nose and whatever. I like the compliments for the grass hut the best. I love grass huts. See, you don't have to worry about snow here, right? You don't have to worry about snow at all. So there's no weight that's going to be on this. There will be wind and rain. I saw another grass shelter down the road, and if you take a lot of time and do a very careful job, you could make a really good job of it. But we just put these up here, put enough up that you can't see the light. But some of the light is okay because you get the breeze, the downward breeze as well. I had the air conditioner on in my room at 28 last night. 28. And it was cold. So I had to turn off the fan. It was at 26. And then I turned it up to 28 because it was blowing too much cold air on me. Can you believe that? Wasn't that silly? Ridiculous. I have my clothes on the arms of a stool. I think I should move the stool to where the sun is, but it's overcast today. So on my little journey, I also saw some shops, and they just sold vegetables. There was also one foodery where there were some hammocks and there were some tables and chairs and people were sitting around, and they had big faux bowls and the Vietnamese bread, which is kind of like a bun, a Subway bun, not as long. I didn't stop. And there was one very nicely dressed lady who had a massage place. And I have no idea what it costs for a massage. If it's really cheap, maybe I should go get one. I had 3 massages in Bali, $20 each. They did my back once, my back and neck and shoulders another time. and my knees to my feet the other day. I realized that my barefoot shoes make my knees hurt, even though you're contacting with the earth and all the energy of the earth and whatever. But make my knees hurt, so I need the padding. So I wear these other ones, but they make my bunion hurt. So there's no hope. You just have to stay in the hammock and relax all day long. Oh my goodness. So what else did I learn? Oh, I looked at this place on the map, and from the sky you could see all these canals and these long properties. So there's houses all along the road, and from each house is a mile long or a kilometer long piece of property. Some people have it all in rice, and some people have it in fruit and vegetables. It's a really interesting way of life. In Canada, things are divided into concessions, lot concession. So the block is a 1 kilometer square, or a mile and a quarter square, something like that. So maybe that's hectare. Anyway, it's 1,000 acres, so they're divided into 10, 5 on one side, 5 on the other. And so they're kind of long, but not thin like this. These are 100 feet long, 100 meters wide and 1,000 meters long. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. It's something I do. I pride myself in how often I can be wrong. Yes, the amount of times I'm wrong means I'm trying to learn. And I get wisdom as I get corrected. I said to Willem once, Willem, everything I say is wrong. How can I stop being wrong all the time? He said, oh, you could just shut up. He said it with no malice. It was just funny. It was hilarious. My dear sweet Willem. There was flowers. There were flowers. I stopped the videos. I made lots of videos. They were trying to be 3 minutes long or something. But I'll have to chop them up if there's interesting things. It's so interesting out there. I couldn't believe this fish stuff. All this long, long rows of fish being dried. I don't know. I suppose at some point in the day they'll have to flip them over. I'm not sure what time of the day they will flip them over. Hey, this clouds are burning off. It's starting to be blue up there. I must be the laziest person around. I see people, they continually working. She's working on her chickens and her ducks and ducks. They put these feed bags down, and when the birds make them all messy, they toss them down into the water and they shake them around and wash them off that way. Soak them in the water. The water is very useful. I watched it. They had a fire across the road this morning. I guess that's how they get rid of their garbage. Is everybody's got a burn spot beside the river where they just pile up stuff they don't want and burn it up. Sounds of Vietnam. I love this grass hut. It's too bad I'll have to leave it one day. And eventually it will collapse. It'll be a big pile on the ground. And they will walk over it. There's another one of these. It was a network. Maybe it was once for for chickens or some kind of a shelter for animals. I'm thinking it's all on the ground. There's this decomposing tarp over it. I was thinking I'm going to take all those poles apart and collect the poles and bring them up here and use them for whatever I want to do here that I haven't finished doing. See, up there, I could expand up there and make a bedroom area. Well, there's only one coconut tree. See, I have this jackfruit tree and the coconut tree, so I could hang this hammock. It was just wonderful. Perfect. It was a very interesting walk I had. I'm glad I took so many videos. I'll get into uploading them. It was very cool. I'm trying to put everything into a playlist. All the Bali things are in a Bali playlist now. And all these things are going into a Vietnam playlist. I'm glad I'm learning things. It's kind of like camping here, except I go sleep inside at night. But it's kind of hot inside. And long, narrow houses, I guess, so you could open the front door and the back door and let the wind blow through and remove the heat. It was cooler in the hallway than it was in the bedroom. Then I had the air conditioner on in there, but then it was too cold. So I turned it up to 28. Anyway, this is really lovely. I am so blessed. I can't believe I'm here instead of in the deep snow in Canada at the time of year when people are kind of tired of snow. Snow on the 25th of December has a whole different feel than snow on the 25th of March. People are starting to feel the spring and the snow is going away. So I get home and then Willem goes to Holland. He'll be gone for 2 weeks and I'll take over being a taxi driver for grandchildren. Is there anything else I should tell you? I found out that those little green fruit with lots and lots of bumps on them are a fruit that I used to have in Vietnam, in Jamaica, but it was a very long fruit. It was big and it was the same fruit with these black seeds in it. Oh, so good. Just the best. I should plant all those seeds for them. Yeah.
My sister, let's say, like, she will be late to come to pick you up, but like 1 hour later.
1 hour from now?
No, 1 hour later.
Okay, what time?
9.
9? Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna go to her sister's shop and make videos so that put them on YouTube so people can know that she exists and buy her stuff. She's got the most lovely sister, Ju Lang. She is, she speaks English, not perfectly, of course, but she speaks some, which is very nice. So I guess if I'm gonna go and harvest those bamboo poles, I should do that. Then I should take a shower. Because I didn't take a shower last night before I went to bed. That was a mistake. I just didn't want to be wet when I went to bed. Because of humidity, you know, it's hard to get really dry. But it was uncomfortable. I was kind of sticky all night. Suck it up, Buttercup. So is everybody else. I can't believe how blessed I am. I just can't believe it. It's the most amazing blessing to be able to be here. And in case you think that you have to be rich to do it, I think it was about $1,400 round trip to Bali, and another 100 or 150 to come here round trip. But one way it's going to cost me almost 200 to go back to Bali. Because the ticket is like $90, but then the taxes is 107. Oh well. Oh well. But I think that was on one site. Another site just told you the real thing. Okay, well, it was very nice talking to you. Hope life is good for you. Enjoy your day. Count your blessings. We are so rich at home. Everything we have. The way the toilets work, the way the kitchens are set up, the way, you know, the way the houses are built. Everything is so different there. And, you know, garbage being picked up, and I mean by pickup trucks, or, you know, having a place to put it in the garbage and not have to burn it. And washing machines and dryers. Oh, I have to put my glasses on. Have a great day. Thank you. Is that CJ? I can't see. Oh, where's my glasses again? They get humid very quickly here. Corrine, hi. Nice to see you. They're so dirty again. Goodness. It's because my clothes that I wipe them with are dirty, or moist. Moist. Okay, well, I'll get busy uploading videos. A lot of them are shorts. So if you want to see them, the best thing to do is to go into my channel. So down at if you're on a television or on a smart TV, you click up, and then you click across until you get to the channel. You click on the channel, and then it opens up, and then you can of course subscribe. You can see go to videos or shorts or everything. I don't know how it arranges it, but you can see the list of it, and then you can have it automatically play if you want, if you just feel like having it on while you're doing stuff. Or you can look at them one at a time, but that's the only way I think that you can actually see them all. Otherwise, you'll just have hit and miss if you wait for them to show up in your feed. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being there. It's so nice to be able to talk to you. All right, cheerio. Bye-bye. And remember, you can't do this at home, and results would definitely differ.